Testing, testing. Can I hear myself?
Testing.
Yes, okay. Alright, that worked. That's good. Okay. Wait, is this updated? It should be updated. Help! Hey, Gibson Lens. How's it going, Bert? Welcome in. Yeah, I think I'm just going to explain the situation to the community, and then we'll see. I guess theoretically I'm already helping. Yes, yes, you are. Tammy makes things. Hello, welcome in, Tammy. How's it going? How do you do? Welcome in. Am I not centered? I don't think I'm centered. Should I? Does that look a little bit better? Yeah, yeah, okay. A little bit. And you can still hug chat right here? Yeah, okay, cool. Anyway, let's see. Yeah, Bert, I'll tell you what the lowdown is. I sent an email to Twitch explaining everything, but then I haven't heard back from them yet, so. Tammy makes things. Hello, how are you doing? Welcome in. Is this your first time here? Books, Brews, and Booze. Hello. Books, how's it going? Lennon Piano. Welcome in. How are you doing tonight? I hope everybody's doing well. So, yeah, I would normally be advertising at this point. I don't think I want to because I'm really not in the mood. I started a little bit later than I would have wanted, but it's not really through any mechanisms that I can control. And so I'm like, all right, whatever. Because my baby is sleeping. I guess she's a toddler now because she's not a baby anymore. But she is sleeping in a bed, so no longer a crib. So she can actually leave the crib if she wants. And occasionally she'll leave the crib when she doesn't want because she rolls off the side. But we've placed some blankets and a pillow on that side. Not my first time here, but first time in a while. Okay, been on semi-Twitch hiatus dealing with a medical thing. Oh, Tammy, my sympathies. I hope everything is going well with the medical thing. I don't wish to pry, so definitely don't tell us if you're not comfortable. Lennon Piano says, doing well, glorious magician. Hope you're well too. Um, let's see. So I guess my personal life has been fine for the most part. My work life has been a little challenging, and I guess just to make a long story short, I made a mistake at work, and then so I don't know. I have to try harder. Long story short. But anyway, yeah. So I've been trying to work a little harder this past week. So if you haven't seen me on Twitch, that's probably why. Okay, Books, Brews, and Booze is asking, so what's happening with TwitchCon? Sorry, I missed you saying it the first time. No worries, I actually didn't explain any of the details yet. Oh, I'm sorry, Crazy Agent. Oh, that's good. Thanks. Let's see. Tammy says, things are much better now and definitely improving, but I have had to have minor brain surgery in the meantime. Holy crap, I'm so sorry. Delta Crab Music, hello, welcome in. How's it going, Delta Crab? I just asked everybody how everybody's doing. Yeah, let's give Tammy some hugs if you can give Tammy some hugs. I know the hugs in my chat are a little bit weird, but trust me, they mean the same as every other hug, or more, or less, if that makes you more comfortable. Um, okay, so there's a handful of people here. Let me just first say, if you guys are here for magic, the trick queue is open, so feel free to request. But if you're here to hear about TwitchCon help, let me explain. So, back when TwitchCon announced a call for content, I applied to have content. And so Oh yeah, books. You'll want to have exclamation point random. Just that's it. No SR. But so it was kind of a long shot, and I thought, oh, maybe. Oh, hold on. Our command's not working. That seems weird. Q is actually open. Q is open, but I didn't see anything happen. Do I have to refresh the source? Oh, and Songlist bot is on. Yeah, hold on. Let me just double check a thing. That worked. Songlist bot got disconnected for everyone last week. Oh, okay. Well, alright, I guess this first one. Alright, so, alright, long story short, I thought that my particular idea was a cool idea because I was going to be. Yay, it worked! Alright, awesome. So, excellent. Okay, so we got the song list stuff, the trick list stuff scored away. But okay, so getting back to this. So, TwitchCon, I applied for content. And I didn't say anything when they emailed me back because, I might still not have it. So, long story short, I got an email back from them saying it is going to be conditionally accepted. And I was like, okay, cool. But they said don't announce to everybody yet because I might not, because it depends on what those conditions are, right? So I talked it over with with my mod, with Gibson Lens, and I was like, okay, well, it depends on what these conditions are. Well, don't announce it yet. Well, I'm not. I mean, it's a little late. Cat's out of the bag. So the problem is, well, that was a while ago. That was like a couple months ago. And now I found out what the conditions are, and I need help to fulfill one of the conditions. So my idea was to have a magic-based interactive workshop because I figured people can interact with me for some tricks. I can even teach some tricks. And it would be a little bit different, and it fits along with the theme of Las Vegas, because honestly, if TwitchCon wasn't happening in Las Vegas, I probably wouldn't have gone. So here's the thing. I'm going to TwitchCon, and regardless of whether I'm doing this content or not. But their final condition, so they wanted to know, how it would run. I just sent them my idea for how it would work. And finally, they had one final condition at the end. And Bert knows what this is because I talked it over with him. And I thought it would be a little bit difficult. So right now, the only speakers we have are me and Gibson Lens. And I spoke with some of the other people in the Magic community, in the Twitch Magic community, and none of them, I think, are going. Or at least they didn't tell me that they were going when I asked. So, but they were asking to have a third speaker. So first things first, I was wondering if anybody who was going is friends with a bunch of books. Are you going to TwitchCon? Because I think you would be an ideal candidate to talk about Twitch Magic there if you could. All I know is I want to go to Vegas and now I really want to go. So I'm looking for a third person to be a host, but they asked that the third host be a little add diversity to the already existing panel. So Gibson Lens and I are two Asian men, and so they wanted a woman. So I was asking around to see if anybody's going because I need to know if I can fill the slot. Oh my god, I wish I could. I don't think it's financially possible, but let me see what I can do. Alright, so here's the thing. I already told Twitch that I think I'm going to have trouble finding a person. And I had a couple of alternate ideas. So an alternate idea would be if I could change the name of the workshop, I might be able to have another host that would fit the diversity. I don't want to say it's a requirement because I asked them to see if they would get back to me if that's a make or break deal. So yeah, I guess still pending. So I may not have it after the email. Who knows? We'll see how they respond. But that's kind of what the deal is. But I'm I don't have a Discord. I'm asking a few other people in other Discords. But honestly, if I don't announce it on my stream, I can't get help with this. So if you guys know of somebody, especially anybody who's in the rest of the Twitch Magic community, and you know someone who is going, who would be okay with being a host and fits the diversity requirement, that would be great. And let me know who to contact, and if you don't, then that's okay. I tried my best. So, but yeah, how cool would it be to have like Twitch Magic represented at Las Vegas? So I thought it would be so cool. But, right now we're on the precipice of it existing or not existing. So I'm like, all right, I'm sure as hell going to be damned if I don't like try my hardest. So this is my try, okay? So here we are. If I haven't heard from them or worked anything out with Twitch by next stream, I'll probably solicit again. But anyway, so I'm thinking of others who might fit the bill and if I can make it work. Okay. Yes, get represented. Yes. Okay. I wish I was going but not traveling anywhere right now until my health is more stable. Tammy, I totally understand. That makes perfect sense. So definitely don't put anybody's health at risk for travel or anything. So definitely rest up and get well. All right. So anyway, that's the spiel. Sorry, I kind of missed a bunch of chat while I was on that because there's a lot of stuff on my mind. So, all right. So Delta Crab asks, "Ooh, you gonna be doing magic at TwitchCon?" I hope so. Hopefully, you've been listening to this whole spiel and you kind of get my situation. So, I'm gonna be at TwitchCon. Barring like death, dismemberment, or like other weird situations where I can't be there. But for the most part, I intend on going. I've already booked a hotel. So regardless of whether I'm doing this, I'm gonna be at TwitchCon. So yeah. Besides that, we'll see if I have any content at the show. We'll see. So this is not officially announcing that I'm doing it because I'm calling for help. It's still discussing with Twitch on the next steps. So we'll see. Who knows? The whole thing could get canceled. So all right. Yeah. Don't announce it yet. That announces it. Yeah. All right. Let's see. Okay, I think I did catch a lot of these during the discussion. Okay. Hey, Obi-Wan, how's it going? Welcome in. Let's see. Are you going to be wearing a bow tie there? No, I'm not going to be wearing a bow tie. To be fair, I have to pack light because I actually have an adjoining set of travel. So I'm going to be traveling to a work thing, and then I have to leave the work thing short because it's going to be like a week-long thing to go to TwitchCon. And so I have to pack very light. So probably just going to be wearing casual clothes literally everywhere because I don't really have space and I don't want to risk checking in my luggage because I'm not going to be at a place for too long. And if I lose like my clothes, I'm going to be like, I have to spend all that, So let's see. Just like your profile photo. Yeah, that profile photo surprisingly is probably from like 5 years ago. I still have the bow tie, but it's yeah. I'm also going to TwitchCon. Maybe the badge gave it away. Yeah, FYI, if anybody didn't know, Gibson Lens is also going to be at TwitchCon, and he already has the TwitchCon Las Vegas. So definitely, if you want to hang out with us, definitely come to TwitchCon if you can make it. 1 year we will take over TwitchCon. That would be awesome. We definitely will. I spent half of today fishing HDMI cables under my desk to get my camera working again. So I can come back from hiatus this week too. Awesome. Well, good luck with coming back from hiatus. Let's see. Now I need to figure out if I'm actually confident enough Magic to start regular Magic streams yet. I mean, here's the thing. Just do a few of the tricks that you are confident in doing, and then polish those. And then each time, once you feel like everything's solid, just add one new one. And then you'll slowly get better. Galloway 54, how's it going, Galloway? Welcome in. All right, cool. So now that I've explained the TwitchCon thing, this first one I technically added at random. I'll bump it to the bottom so I could get everybody else's request first. Yeah, so we can do that. All right. I also have to. Let's see. That's my hope. I think my confident repertoire is about 5 tricks right now. That's pretty good. That's not bad. Like, honestly, with 5 tricks, if you just make them go along, you can probably entertain easy for like a half an hour, 45 minutes. Because a lot of tricks can be like building up anticipation, getting people involved, things like that. So, all right. So I haven't even opened up the deck yet. So here we are. Let's open the deck, and then we also have to prep for the first trick. So let's see. We're gonna need all the face cards, and I hope I have all of them. I mean, I don't use this deck outside of the stream, so I should. Oh, sweet. All of the queens are next to each other. Okay. But I'm working. Oh, how rude of me. Should I have done some shoutouts first, or should I do magic and then we can shout out in a minute? I guess if I was watching anybody else's stream, it would just be like, it's your stream, you do what you want. And I'm like, oh yeah, that's right. So, let's see. What am I doing here? Okay. All right. You know what? Let's do magic first. Okay. All right. So I have. Oh, hold on. Did I just turn off? Hold on. Let me turn on the heat map, the streamer song list. Okay. Sorry. On this view, everything was turned off for some reason. Okay. So I have all the face cards. It's your stream. You get to sequence it. Yes. It takes 39 hours to travel from Perth to Las Vegas with 2 stops. Harsh. That is harsh. Book says magic. Yes. Okay. Excellent. So, all right, Books. Since you requested this, if you are here, feel free to go ahead and cut the packet anywhere you want. Is this you, Books? I'm just wondering, or is that somebody else? Oh no! I didn't see a thing. That's not me, but that's really cool too. Okay, all right. So here, I'll cut here, because that's where that person wanted me to cut. And then Books, if you want me to cut somewhere else, also feel free to cut. I'll eat this heat map right here. Delicious. Sorry, I don't know why that didn't show up. I'll figure that out in a minute. Okay, cool, excellent. So we'll also cut here. All right, excellent. So now this trick is called Family Unit. So a family unit in this trick consists of a queen, a king, and a jack. And so what I'm going to do is lay these out into 3 piles, and we're going to attempt to try and find, or sorry, we're going to try and get all of the family units to be together. They're naturally really good at finding each other. So, all right, Books, if you're still there, why don't you select one of these piles? I've labeled them 2, 3, and 4, and that's the pile I'm going to start with. Man, I hope I can do magic tonight. Selecting number 2. Okay, number 2, excellent. So, let's see. Where's the 1? I don't know. Okay, so this is a spade. Now, if I go ahead and place the queen of spades there, hopefully these cards are the spade, because if they're not, we would have just embarrassed ourselves, because then the family units are not good at finding each other. And if I just show you this one, ooh, that's totally not a spade. This is actually a king of hearts. But if we go ahead and take a look, all of the other cards are actually hearts as well. So this is actually the heart household the entire time. Okay, all right. I hope you want to. Okay, 2, 3, 4. Where's 1? I don't know. I ate the 1. No, 1 is the loneliest number. I'm not sure. And then I have to go get insulin for the kitty. Oh, still here, but he can't type for a few minutes. Okay, somebody else can select a pile. 2, 3, or 4. That's going to be our next pile. The next number I see in chat will be 2. All right, Jesse Nicole, welcome in. How's it going? All right, so the next family unit is the diamond. So if I go ahead and place the jack of diamonds right there, these should also hopefully be the jack of diamonds as well. If we go ahead and put them into the diamond household, we find out that that was actually not the diamond household, because it is actually the spade household? That was the spade household. That's so cool. All right. So, all right. Now I need to stack these piles. So if somebody said 2, 3, or 2, 3, 4, I would stack them 2 on top of 3 on top of 4. If you said 3, 4, 2, I'd go 3, 4, 2. So let me know how we're going to stack. And I'll take the first sequence in chat. All right, if you're curious where the 1 went, Obi-Wan, I had it over here. I just found... Wow, that's so convenient that that hand popped up right there. I mean, magic. Okay, so here's the 1, but I wasn't using it at the moment, so... Okay, if nobody ends up saying anything, I'll stack it 3, 4, 2 if nobody gives me an otherwise different stack. Also, reminder to hydrate if you've been sitting around for a while. 4 on top of 2 on top of 3. 2? Okay, 3. There we go. Okay, so now, since we've been baffled by these first 2, we're going to try and force 2, 3, 4, because it's the least expected. Welcome in the Trek Nerd. How's it going? It is the least expected, but anyway, there are 4 lights. Okay, so since we've been baffled with these 2, we're going to try and force the next house, okay? So look, there's a Jack of Clubs, right? So we're going to go ahead and place the Jack of Clubs here. And then let's try and find another club. So here's the King of Clubs. So let's force the King of Clubs to go there. And then here we have the Queen of Clubs. So we're going to force the Queen of Clubs to go there. So now this should be the club family unit, right? So we're going to put them into the club household. Clubhouse, huh? All right. But actually, as it turns out, if we take a look, it was not the clubhouse at all. It was the diamond household. And therefore, we do know that this must be the club household, but they can't be without their house. So let's go ahead and just let them be in their house. And that, my friends, is family unit. All right. Heavy ding. Now everyone sends numbers. All right. Fingers, sorry. It's okay. No worries. We're very informal here in chat, so type whatever you want for the most part, following Twitch TOS. And actually, no disrespect. You know what? Don't type anything you want. Just be nice. Okay. Whew. So let's see. Jesse Nicole says, "What?" And Obi-Wan says, "What?" All right. Hopefully, I got the correct emotion behind those. And then Jesse Nicole says, "All the kindness." Thank you kindly for the claps, Gibson Lens. Tammy makes things very nice. Spot on. Excellent. I'm glad I can emote verbally. Because, I mean, I can emote emotes, but that would be different. Okay. All right. Let's see. So, yeah, Tammy makes things. FYI, if anybody didn't know, Tammy makes... Oh, you know what? Now's a good time for... If anybody is not following... Tammy Makes Things, please give Tammy Makes Things a follow, because Tammy Makes Things oftentimes makes things. I don't think I've sat in on a stream, but Tammy is starting to think about doing magic on Twitch, so having some encouragement there. So let's get Tammy streaming magic. But anyway, so Tammy's done crafting. Tammy has done also, I think, putting together like circuit boards for little devices and things. But yeah, so let's see. And hold on. Oh yeah, if you're not following Books, Brews, and Booze, please give Books, Brews, and Booze. So yeah, first I'm starting with these because they requested a trick. So it's like, before I forget. So Books, Brews, and Booze, please give Books, Brews, and Booze a follow. Not only is she a supporter of Magic Twitch, but also streams herself reading books to you. So if that interests you, or if you want to see cats, or if you want to talk tarot cards, that was partially the reason why I was drawn in. La la la, I can't talk English good today. You'll have to excuse me. But yeah, give Books, Brews, and Booze a follow. Yeah. Let's see. Tammy says, I've been doing electronics making before. Going forward, when I come back from hiatus, going to do a mix of reading, chatting, plus some magic. Awesome. That's great news, Tammy. Let's see. Oh, hey, welcome in, Chan the Magic Man. How's it going? And welcome in, I'm Uni. Speaking of which, thank you, I'm Uni. So if you guys didn't notice, next to I'm Uni's name, there's the artist badge, because I'm Uni basically helped me make my newest emote, which if you guys didn't see, is literally me doing the lol. I believe actually screenshotted from stream. So, yeah, feel free to just spam that, everybody, if you would like, if you have it. Okay, so, let's see. Okay, while I'm here, before I... thank you. While I'm here, before I forget it, I'm just going to go ahead and just shout everybody out, also kind of like the mod in me. So, all right, if you guys are not following Obi-Wan, please give Obi-Wan a follow, because plays guitar, also has like Asian pop music on the song list. So, now give me animated emotes. All right, let's see. We're going to go ahead and also give a shout out to Chan the Magic Man. If you're not following Chan the Magic Man, one of the other few streamers that streams Magic on Twitch, normally you'll catch Chan maybe playing games, but if you catch a stream on Mondays, you'll get Magic Monday with Chan the Magic Man. Also, if you like cubing, like Rubik's Cubes, definitely follow Chan, because Chan can solve like all of them. Let's see here. Am I missing anybody? I just realized my chat window is just too small and I can't close. I just had to slide it over a little bit. Okay. All right. Also, if you're not following my mod, Gibson Lens, please follow Gibson Lens. Plays piano and sight reads. Oh, hold on. Who's moving this? Who's moving this heat map around? Delicious. Okay. Oh yeah, we saw Lennon piano in earlier. Please give Gibson Lens a follow. I'm gonna give Gibson Lens a shout out later in the stream as well. So, also if you're not following Lennon Piano, please give Lennon Piano a follow. Streams practice piano streams. Also has a bunch of VGM on the list and learning some interesting songs, as well as some of Gibson Lens's originals. All right. Also shout out Delta Crab Music. If you're not following Delta Crab Music, please give Delta Crab a follow. Does live music loops and definitely a lot of humorous fun in the stream. So Delta, I want to let you know that I've lurked a little bit in your stream. I know I didn't say anything, but it's been busy. So, but yeah. Okay, let's see, where are we at? Okay, whew. All right. And then FYI, if anybody else streams, or if I forgot you, or if I didn't know you stream, feel free to let us know, and we'll give you a shout out. Okay, next up we have Tammy makes things request for ambitious card routine. All right, Tammy, was this a random one, or was this a request that you selected? Jimmy Kaner. Hello, welcome in. How's it going? Random. Oh, okay. All right, excellent. So, let's perform the ambitious card routine. All right. Feel free to make a selection. So, Tammy, if you are there, if you would like to select a card, you can just name one, or if you can click, you can click. Jimmy, I am sorry, but I only have magic tricks in my trick list, and none of them are get lucky. But I mean, there's a couple of tricks in which you could get lucky if you guess things correctly, I guess. On mobile, so I can't click. Oh, okay, that's okay. You can just name a card, or I can just select one if you would like. You have this card. The 4 of clubs. All right, it looks as though Jimmy, crazy likes to trick us. Yeah, Jimmy says 4 of clubs. Yep, 4 of clubs is right here. So there's the 4 of clubs. All right. SR get lucky lol. Yes, that's right. So anyway, what we're going to do is we're going to make the 4 of clubs do some crazy things. So, here, what we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and take the 4 of clubs and place it into the middle of the deck. Now we're going to go ahead and just push that into the deck, slowly but surely. But all I have to do is introduce the magical talent that is behind my stream. It's not me, it's actually this deck sock. If you guys have not met the deck sock, please say hello to the deck sock. Hello, deck sock. If you have, you can be like, we love you, deck sock, because you've seen the deck sock before. So, oh yes, and there's the emote. If you haven't seen the deck sock emote, there it is. So this is the true magical talent. I don't do any magic here. The deck sock does it all. So here we go. The deck sock is now going to tap the top of the deck and make that 4 of clubs jump up to the top. I know, super strange, but that's okay. The deck sock can do it again. So look, I'm going to go ahead and place 4 of clubs into the middle of the deck. If you were here, I'd have you just tap it in like that. And I just want you to know that it is not currently on the top. That does not look like the 4 of clubs. But if we just have the deck sock, just brush up against it, just slightly, maybe in a very loving way. But maybe not too loving, because maybe that's against Twitch TOS. That'll actually make the 4 of clubs hop back up to the top. Now, before I ever had the deck sock, this is where I would do, mess up the trick because, the deck sock is the magical talent. So some people think that I've switched out the cards, but actually I'm going to leave it sticking out just for a second so you see it's not swapped out. And this could have been a signed card. It hasn't. It's not right now, but FYI, if you want to sign a card, Gibson Lens, I forgot what the command is. Was it like exclamation point sign card? I forget. That explains it. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and stick the 4 of clubs into the middle of this packet. And then we're going to take this whole packet and I'm going to stick it into this packet. And so I'm just going to close that up. No breaks, no funny business. And I can just show you the top card because the deck sock hasn't done anything with it. Is not the card. That's some other card. But, signed card. Excellent. Thank you. So yeah, if anybody subs or gives the equivalent of a sub, like a gift sub, or 500 bits, you can sign a card in the Twitch deck. But look, the deck sock is just going to go ahead and just caress the top card. And actually, here, this is what's going to happen. That 4 of clubs is going to jump back up to the top. Now, we're going to do this interesting thing. I'm just going to go ahead and put a bend into the 4 of clubs. So as you can see, the 4 of clubs is now bent. Most talented deck sock I've seen in years. Oh man, wait, you've seen in years? What were the previous years? What was the deck sock doing back then? Anyway, so okay, so you can see that the bend is right there, right? So there's the 4 of clubs with the bend. Now I'm going to go ahead and close that into the middle of the deck. But all we need is the deck sock. Let me just hold this at an angle so you can kind of see. Just brush up against the top. And you'll see the very moment in which it pops back up to the top, because take a look. Did you see it jump up to the top? That is, I don't know how the deck sock does it, because look, now I can just show you. There's the 4 of clubs with the bend in it. And that, my friends, is the ambitious card routine. Alright, let me go ahead and eat this heat map. Delicious. Thank you kindly for the claps. Books. I'm Uni. The Trek Nerd. Obi-Wan. Gibson Lens. Lennon Piano. Thank you guys so much. Oh yeah, we love books. That's right. Tammy Makes Things, thank you so much for the 100 bits. Oh my god. Greatly appreciate it. Uh-oh, Lennon Piano has just redeemed a large scandalous shuffle. Alright, Lennon, is that large with regular cards, or do you want large with even larger cards? I'll give you the choice. FYI, if anybody didn't know, we have a redeem in this channel. It was inspired by someone, I don't know if they're in chat right now, but checking the gaff meter, got a little antsy once when I was shuffling two different kinds of cards together, just for fun, and then we made it a redeem. So, Mark Rides is requesting Fantastic Four. Mark Rides. If you were not Mark Rides, I would probably be like, no, but you know what? You're Mark Rides, so you get the Fantastic Four. So FYI, if anybody didn't know, I've shown a trick in the past, which I would argue is like one of my only original tricks, and I called it Fantastic Four. And I'll explain that in a second, but hold on, let me clear this from the list. But you know what? Mark Rides, you get Fantastic Four because you first of all, you knew what it was. Number one. Number two, I think you've seen it before. And then number three, like, I almost never get a chance to show it. So, all right. Mark Rides, Fantastic Four. Okay. Okay. And actually, I bumped my Devil's Elevator down because that was just a random request for me. So I guess we're doing that next. Yes, I love it. Oh, okay, great. So full disclosure, I haven't done this in a little bit, so let me quickly run through it in my mind. But for anybody who didn't know, I created a trick a while ago called Fantastic Four, and it's actually based on the Marvel Fantastic Four. Because if you have heard of other magic tricks called the Fantastic Four, they're usually done with like the four aces or four of a kind, and they all do the same thing. And they're not the same, and it kind of bothers me because I was like, you know, I should be able to simulate like all Fantastic Four. They're doing different things, so. Okay, all right. So let me just quickly run through because I have not done this in a while. So thanks, Mark Rides, for keeping me honest. And to be fair, this might just become a boss trick if it is not amazing. Which actually will prompt me putting it on the trick list. So, and if anybody is a fan of the Marvel Fantastic Four, that's good. You'll get a kick out of this. Okay, and then after that, okay, I'm not revealing the secrets of magic right now. Okay, cool. Boom. Okay, and then I have to do a boom. Okay, there's this one part that I need to definitely remember correctly. And actually, that's I didn't stack things correctly here. Let me just quickly do this. Okay. Boom. 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 Okay, that should be passable, I think. So boom. Boom. Okay. Yep. Sorry, this is an unusual request. Mark Rides is ordering off menu, so it's okay. All right. Here we go. Let's see. It's the smartest man alive, Invisible Girl, the Human Torch, the Thing. Yes. Yes, that Fantastic Four. Exactly, Obi-Wan. We need to get you a Marvel Versus deck one day so you can do this with Marvel cards. Okay, so I don't know if I can do this with the Marvel cards, but if you didn't see on on a different stream, I actually got some cards. I'll show you those after. Actually, I just set up for this one. So, but okay, Chain the Magic Man, thanks for the lurk. And then off menu feels so fancy. I know, right? Okay, so first things first. I have a packet of cards. This packet of cards is going to represent the starship that goes into space, carrying our 4 intrepid characters. They are Reed Richards, Sue Storm, Johnny Storm, and Ben Grimm. And feel free to check me on all those names, but I'm pretty sure I got them correct. So, but this this starship goes through strange anomaly, and it gives everybody powers. Here's our strange anomaly. It's the deck sock, of course. The deck sock is totally going to give them all powers. So our first individual that we're going to take a look at is the 2 of clubs, and this 2 of clubs is going to represent Reed Richards. Now, Reed Richards has actually gotten the power to stretch himself. He was already intelligent, so even without like any sort of special powers, he was like the brilliant mind. But if I just go ahead and I just pull on the top of this, you'll actually slowly start to see that the 2 is starting to stretch. Yeah, see? So you'll see Reed Richards stretching just a little bit. And you can see he's a lot longer than a typical card or person would and should be, right? So that's Reed Richards for you. But he can't hold that shape indefinitely. So at some point he's just gonna swing back, and that's Reed Richards for you. So next, well, wow, 2 is growing. Yes. So next we have the Queen of Hearts. The Queen of Hearts represents Sue Storm, and Sue Storm gets the ability to turn invisible. And so here's the thing: she can do it kind of at will. So look, if I just shake her, she doesn't want to do it because she's not going to change invisible when I tell her to change invisible. She's going to change invisible whenever she wants to change invisible. If you take a look, you can't really see her anymore right now. Is that strange? And here's the thing. As I said, in order for her to come back, she's not going to come back when I want her to. She's just going to come back when she wants to. And that's very ambiguous as to when, because look, there she is. She just appeared. And so anyway. Okay, let's see. Next we have Ben Grimm, and he is going to become the Thing. The Thing is very strong. You can't really tell how strong this card is, but let me demonstrate with another feat. So here's a random Joe Schmo, just some guy off of the street. And if I try and place, like, my phone is pretty heavy, right? So if I place the phone on the Joker, it can't hold a thing. But the Thing can hold a thing. So if I hold the 8 of diamonds like this, and I place the phone on it, the Thing will be able to hold the phone because the Thing is super strong. And so, yeah. And actually, I can't really easily bend the Thing. The Thing is just super strong. So, and finally, we have Johnny Storm, aka the Human Torch. So if I first, the Human Torch is going to be represented by the 7 of Spades. So the 7 of Spades is going to be the Human Torch. What happens when Johnny Storm says, "Flame on," which is the thing that actually allows him to turn into, he says, "Flame on," and he turns bright red, and that's actually how he's on fire. That's actually how he flies, too. So he doesn't actually fly. Oh, is the card going to burn in front of us? I mean, here's the thing. I wanted this to be, you know, repeatable, so I didn't want it to just straight up burn into flames or turn into flames. But here's the thing: what if I go ahead and I just blow it out, right? So he actually is going to turn back to himself before he was on fire. But the problem is he's all smoky now. I don't know if you can tell, but now that 7 of Spades is all smoky. Is that strange? So anyway, these explorers have now traveled back to Earth, and they're debating what to do with all these powers, and they've decided that they're going to become the Fantastic Four. And that, my friends, is my trick called the Fantastic Four. So each part was basically inspired by a different trick, except for the things part. I basically had to create a brand new trick to effectively do the things part. But each other part is a different trick that I cobbled together to make this performance. And if you look up things like Fantastic Four trick, you might find like Fabulous Four, Fantastic Four, but it's like aces and they all do the same thing. So none of them are like this. This is, as far as I know, the only trick like this. So anyway, Mark Rides, thank you so much for the off-menu request, and hopefully you enjoyed. I did fumble over the presentation a little bit. I think everything was mostly okay for the most part. So I was unhappy with one part of it, but you know what? I think I'm going to go ahead and just add it to my list. Like, considering I hadn't done it in a while and I got through pretty much the whole thing okay, I think it's good enough. It'll give me a boss trick for next time. So Fantastic Four. And yeah, and honestly, I think people enjoy it, and if not, I enjoyed performing it, so that's kind of the thing, right? Alright, now let me just go ahead and add the actual one that I just added, and we'll mark that just for statistics purposes. Alright, thank you so much. I was about to say thank you for so many. Thank you for so much. Thank you so much for the claps. Man, my English is so horrible today. I'm Asian, that's my excuse, I'm sticking to it. Thank you for the claps. Obi-Wan, I'm Uni, Gibson Lens. Thank you for the hooray, thank you, and the request. Mark Rides, thank you kindly for the claps. Lennon Piano. Mark Rides says, it was awesome. Alright, Lennon says, I'm heading out. Have a great rest of the stream. Lennon Piano, thank you for stopping in. Have a great night. Take care, and we'll see you next time. Let's see here. Okay, I think I'm caught up. Whew. Actually, it was smoking good. Yeah, we'll give you one of these. Oh, Obi-Wan says, bon dia to Lennon. Doesn't that mean good day? It means good day, right? All right. Whew. Sorry, so now I have to remember how to set this up because I took the cards out of order a little bit while performing the trick. I mean, that's normal, so I just have to remember how to do this part. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. All right, there we go. Bom dia. Bom dia means destroy in Indonesian. Oh. Well, wait. But we're using it to Portuguese, right? So it's okay in this case. FYI, if anybody else wants me to butcher their languages, let me know. Just put it in chat, and I'll try my best to butcher it. Actually, maybe before you do that, maybe I should make that a redeem. That way people aren't like doing it indiscriminately and to be disrespectful. If anybody's curious, tonight I'm having oolong tea. So, having oolong tea. Have a bon dia to you too. Okay. Let's see. What did I miss? Okay. All right. There we go. Okay. All right. The trick list is open if anybody wants to request anything. Otherwise, I'm going to be doing my random just to get the trick list working. Oh, actually, Charlie has requested something. So let's go ahead and do Charlie's next. Okay, let's see. So first things first, let's grab... I usually like to grab the 6s and 9s, and we'll grab the 2 to 5. Oh, wait, no, sorry. Oh, I'm doing bluff aces first. Sorry, my mistake. I need to find the aces first. Okay. Okay, and we have a heat map here to eat. Delicious. Okay. Alright, so first things first. We have our 4 aces, and if you guys are not familiar with an ace assembly, what we're going to do is... Mark Rides, thank you so much for subscribing. I greatly appreciate it. Mark Rides, if I recall, you have signed a card, right? Just wanted to double check. I'm pretty sure... Did I make you... Yeah, here we are. 7 of spades. There you are. Mark Rides. Thank you so much for the sub, Mark. Greatly appreciate it. One moment. Please pause the stream. Oh, okay. How so? What for? Holy crap, Mark Rides! What the hell? Thank you so much for the... How we... 20 tier 1 gift subs? Oh my god, there's so many emotes on the screen. I don't even know what's going on. There's so many. Oh my god, Mark Rides. Holy crap, thank you so much. Wow. Mark Rides is a boss. Mark Rides is like, pause. Wait. Drops the bomb. Unpause. Wow. So, Mark Rides, thank you so much. Mark Rides hit, let's see, Chogal, Crazian, Forlorse, Drazy Queen, Hallowthorn, Aloha Princess, Nick Hammer, Vareg, Luke Mileto, Ten Fudge, Gamori Cut, Toothers, Lennon Piano, Kismet Divine, Nala Tanuki, Eklund, Xylo Girl, Alchem Mutation, The Trek Nerd, hey, how's it going? And then Timeout 42. Oh my god, Mark Rides, thank you so much. Mark Rides, please, if you would like to request another trick, if you request one that's impromptu, I can try and use the Mark Rides card in that trick for you. So, yeah. And if you haven't requested anything, by the time this one's done, I'll find one. Okay. So we'll do that. Thank you so much, Mark Rides. Oh my god. that man, like, seeing that many emotes, I'm like, what the hell is happening? Like, you know, I've seen things happen to other streamers where, like, and it's like, I don't understand how sometimes streamers can follow so many things happening in chat, and sometimes I feel like my chat's even a little busy because when I started, you know, nobody was in chat, right? So, but yeah, thank you so much, Mark Rides. Greatly appreciate it. Whew, man, thank you for the hype, everybody. Obi-Wan says, "Holy crab!" And thank you so much for all of the love emotes from everybody for Mark Rides, and thank you so much. Zuljanim, welcome in. How's it going? By the way, more subscribers unlock new emote slots. I hope it does for you. Oh, that's a good point. I had no idea. I mean, these are things that I'm not exactly following, but I actually just filled my first 5 emote slots. I think I have some more than that, but I'm just adding them at this point when I have ideas for new ones. Imuni says, "Good morning, boss." I booted myself. What happened? What happened? I mean, I did a couple of tricks, and then Mark Rides paused the stream, and then dropped a gift sub bomb 20 gifted subs and then unpaused. Ken R1, welcome in. How's it going? Good evening. How's it going? Let's see. Lennon says, thanks so much for the gift. Lennon, I thought you were going to bed, but thank you for popping back in. Greatly appreciate it. Oh yes, thanks for giving Zuljanim a shout out, Gibson Len. So if you guys are not following Zuljanim, please give Zuljanim a follow. Excellent piano player, plays a bunch of music. Some of the favorites are Disney, anime. So please give Zuljanim a follow. Welcome, welcome. Didn't want getting you surprised mid-trick, hence the pause. Oh, wow. Okay. Well, thank you for being considerate, too. Man, thank you. Let's see. Umbran Crow, welcome in. Well, Crazy Age, this is nice cardio. Oh, yeah. I'm actually speaking pretty fast compared to normal, even though I'm not talking English good today. I can't stop smiling over here. Mark Ride sub bomb, so nice. I know. Whoa, amazing, says Jesse Nicole. Add new emotes while you have the subscribers. I think if you don't, you may lose those slots. Oh, so what you're saying is add them all, and then they'll be locked, and then you can just swap them out. Okay, they don't expire once they're unlocked. Oh, okay. Thanks, Gibson Lens, for filling me in there. Cool. I didn't know that. All right, great. It says Jesse Nicole has been following since a year and 4 days. Happy follow birthday. What? Mark Rides, thank you again for the gifted sub to Jesse Nicole. Wow. Yeah. So I didn't so about a year ago was when I became affiliate. So I think it was only like 4 days ago was my 1 year affiliate. And then so I did last week was my affiliate 1 year celebration, and then like about a month ago was my 1 year streaming on Twitch. So wow, thank you so much. I don't even remember exactly where I was in this trick, so we're just gonna start over. I mean, I needed the aces. We're just going to keep the Mark Rides card on display over here, so I definitely don't forget to do a trick for Mark Rides next. And we're going to proceed with Bluff Ace Assembly. So, ooh, follow birthday, thanks. Okay. Okay, so here we have the 4 aces. And the 4 aces, if you have never seen an ace assembly trick, we're going to try and get all 4 aces to be together by the end of the trick. Okay, so first things first, this is the ace of hearts, the ace of clubs, the ace of diamonds, and the ace of spades. We're going to leave the ace of spades out to be the leader ace, and oftentimes a lot of magicians will use the ace of spades to be the leader ace. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and place all 3 of the other aces out on the table over here, like so. And then I'm going to be placing 3 cards onto each one of these piles. So, okay, so let's go ahead and place them like so. Like that. Okay, we're just going to square these up. And first things first, we are going to need the true magical talent of stream, which is not me, so the deck sock. The deck sock thanks you. The deck sock also thanks Mark Rides. Thank you kindly, Mark Rides. Says the deck sock lovingly. That's what the deck sock caress is all about. Anyway, man, I should not have a deck sock caress, but that is the next thought in my mind. As maybe my first animated emote. Would that be inappropriate? I don't know. Let me know. Ace of spades is the attention seeking. Yes, that's right. Ace. So let me go ahead and touch the ace of spades first to this pile, then to this pile. And actually, having the deck sock touch those 2 piles at the exact same time, believe it or not, the ace has disappeared from this pile. Because if I show you, the ace is no longer here. So let's see, we knew that the ace of spades was here because that's the one that started down here, but look, there's some other cards, but look, the ace of hearts has hopped from this pile down to this pile. Same thing for this middle pile. I'm going to go ahead and have the sock touch these 2 piles, and actually there's no ace here anymore because if we take a look, there's no aces. And if I show you, once again, we knew that this was here, but here's the one from the last one. Here's the ace of clubs. So the ace of clubs has jumped from up there to down here. And now the deck sock is going to go ahead and do the final pile. And it has to make the sound effect, because if it doesn't, then yeah. But if I show you, look, we now have sock eyes. Oh my god. We have the ace of diamonds, the ace of clubs, the ace of hearts, and the ace of spades. Now here's the thing. Some people think that there's some sleight of hand happening, and you might be right. You are watching a sleight of hand magic stream. But if I take the ace of spades and I place it into this pile over here, like so, if you were here, I would have you place your hand on it. I'm not going to have the deck sock sit there because it's magical, so you would probably be suspicious of things. But look, if I hold the packet over the top of this packet, and I just have the deck sock just kind of just wash over it. I don't know if you could see, but that deck sock actually made the ace of spades jump from that pile to this pile, because we have the ace of diamonds, the ace of hearts, the ace of clubs, and the ace of spades. And if we show you, none of these are aces. And that, my friends, is the basic ace assembly. Thank you kindly, Charlie's Beats, for the request. I mean, clearly those sock needs clearly the sock needs googly eyes. Oh my god. You guys are just coming up with the most ridiculous, and I'm not hating them. The most ridiculous ideas. Whew. All right. What TwitchCon thing are you need helping with? Oh, okay. Mike 2600, welcome in. Okay. So, first things first. Let me do this. Let me just put a placeholder in the queue so that I know to do Mark Ride's trick. Trick for Mark Rides. Okay. And then, yeah, so I'm still wondering how you did it. I never took my eyes off the card, yet each card moved to the ice pile. Yes, yes, it did. So when I have done this one in the past, I have sometimes messed this up, but only like twice out of I don't know how many times I've done it, like a dozen times probably. So I'm like at 85%, and it looks good. Okay, yeah, so if anybody who just came in missed me talking earlier, thanks for shouting out Mike 2600. If anybody didn't know, Mike 2600, DJ on Twitch, also has occasionally done sleight of hand card magic streams called Sleight Night. Used to do it more often, but it's kind of infrequent now. But please give Mike 2600 a follow. Okay, and then next I have to come up with a trick for Mark Rides. You know what? I think I know a good one to do. But okay, so now let me quickly explain for anybody who didn't hear my thing earlier about TwitchCon help. If anybody knows of anyone that is potentially close to the Twitch Magic community that could be a host. So, long story short, I put in to have TwitchCon content. And I applied, and they responded with conditionally accepted. This was like a month and a half ago or so, maybe even 2 months ago. I don't even remember. But it was a while ago, and I didn't announce anything to anybody because they said don't announce anything because it still may not happen. And so for the longest time, Books, Brews, and Booze, I'm so daydreaming about this crazy Asian. Please, thank you. Maybe you daydreaming about it can help bring the vibes and make everything happen. So, so the thing is, I have two hosts. So currently me and currently Gibson Lens, my mod. So potentially as speakers. It's an interactive workshop. So what I would do is talk about performing magic on Twitch. So a little bit about me, a little bit about how I got into magic, and then how I got into Twitch, and then presenting that, and then doing some magic tricks, And then the interactive part would be they can interact with me doing magic tricks, and then also teach them how to do magic, so that if they wanted to bring magic to their streams. So I already have like 2 or 3 tricks that I will teach, because they're kind of like tricks that you could look up already on the internet if you wanted, but I'll be there to guide people, and hopefully we can get like a bunch of people interested in performing more magic on Twitch. So that's the hope, that's the dream. I explained that so just recently, like last week, maybe a week and a half ago, they finally messaged me back about what the conditions are, and I think I can meet all the other conditions. But the only thing that they had was, okay, they wanted 3 speakers, so I need a speaker, but they also wanted diversity amongst the speakers. So Gibson Lens and I are men, Asian men at that, and they wanted the 3rd speaker to be a woman. So I need to find basically someone who is willing to be a host for this panel, or that. I'm guessing no fire. Oh yeah, I don't think I can. I think fire is kind of a little bit out of the realm. So someone who would be willing to be a host for me, with me. Preferably if you are in with some of the other Twitch magicians, that would be helpful, but not a requirement. I think if nothing else, if you've at least just watched my streams, that would be more than sufficient. But extra helpful if you have some more. And then so and then you will also already be going to TwitchCon. Like, I don't want to make somebody go that they're not already going, right? Jesse Nicole says, he will burn it down metaphorically. Oh, I mean, yes. Like, here's the thing, right? TwitchCon's happening in Las Vegas, so it's like, this is like the most appropriate thing for TwitchCon. Or at least that was my argument when I was presenting the content. Get Kismet Divine to go with you. Obi-Wan, do you know if Kismet's already going to TwitchCon? Because that might work out if. So anyway, I emailed Twitch back about my situation, and so I wanted to know from them if it was like a make or break if I couldn't find a 3rd host, but we'll see. So, long story short, it may or may not happen depending on circumstances, and if this is a make or break / or if I can find somebody. So I don't know. Oh, okay, all right, I'll have to find out. Too late. All right. Okay, so all right, so trick for Mark Rides. Okay, so I've always wanted to go to Vegas. I don't gamble, but man, do I love Pretty Lights and Cirque du Soleil. Yeah, oh man, the shows there are going to be amazing. And yeah, I'll do it if Twitch flies me out there on the hype plane. Yeah, no, so I think the only thing that is being provided, it might be a Twitch badge. I'm not sure how it's going to work for Gibson Lens, because he's already purchased his badge. And if it actually holds true for the other co-hosts and not just me. But you have to pay for your own, like, housing and meals and all that. So I was basically going to go and pay for myself, at least, because it's the atmosphere and energy that does it for me. Yeah. Okay, so anyway, that's the situation. That's the help that I need. So, I mean, here's the thing. I know I can't do it by myself, and honestly, if I don't ask people on my stream, I don't really have another way to ask, because I don't really have a Discord where people are... I've invited people from my stream. So anyway, that's the situation. Okay, cool. So I've come up with a trick that I'll do with Mark Rides, and I think I've found a theme too. So, all right, so Mark Rides, if you were here, I would have you count out 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. I hope you agree that this is 3. But what happens is, let's pretend Mark Rides is in chat, and he decides to surprise you by pausing the stream. Well, what he might do is maybe he'll drop 4 gift subs. 1, 2, 3, 4. So after we see that the first one has been done, maybe he'll, but there should only be 3 gift subs left, right? But look, 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, did Mark Rides actually give more than 4 gift subs? I think Mark Rides gave more, but if I took out another one, so that's 2 less. So Mark Ride says, housing is cheap if over 21 and don't gamble. The casinos offer cheap rooms in hopes you'll gamble. Ah, interesting. Yeah, I already have a room. I think I'm staying at the Excalibur. So if anybody, I guess, knows the Las Vegas. Anyway, okay. So if Mark Rides gave 4 gift subs and we just took 2 out, there should only be 2 gift subs left. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait. Are the Mark Rides gift subs? Do they just keep on going? Is that I don't. Let's see, the Excalibur, home of Mac King's show. Oh, that'd be great if I could go see Mac King. So all right. So wait. If Mark Rides gave 4 gift subs, but we already read through 3 of them, there should only be 1 gift sub. But there must be more because look, 1, 2, 3, 4. There's way too many gift subs here. Like how Mark Rides? How did you? Man, how did he do this? Mark Rides did a magic trick on my stream by giving me too many gift subs. Oh my God, Mark Rides! Thank you so much, Mark Rides. I know. I guess I'm not actually using this card, but that's okay. FYI, this trick is also not on the menu. This trick is not. I've only done this trick, I think, for one other person, and that person knows who they are because they are in chat and is my mod. So, but my dear friend, did you hear what Crazy Asian needs help with for TC? Oh, the Rusty Panda. Hello, welcome in. You're going to TwitchCon? All right. The Rusty Panda. I need to talk to you after this trick, like on stream. So, but okay. So wait, if Mark Rides must have given me more than 4 gift subs because there's already 4 gift subs that we accounted for over here, right? So, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's Mark Rides' gift subs just never end. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. How many gift subs did Mark Rides give? That's just so many. Like, they're never ending. Okay. Here's the thing. At some point, the chat stops scrolling, so you just see like the last one. But then, look. We give Mark Rides another chance to show us that hey, there's actually something else going on, and you just find out that you see that there's more gift subs. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's so many gift subs. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's no possible way that this could be a never-ending stream of gift subs. 1, 2, 3, 4. What? Okay, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's too many gift subs. That's so many gift subs. How many gift subs? 1, 2, 3, 4. That's just wow. Mark Rides is a champion. Thank you so much, Mark Rides. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now at some point, I mean, we're like 1, 2, 3, 4, and then before you know it, it's over, and Mark Rides then gives 1 extra gift sub to Jesse Nicole for 1 year for the 1-year follow-versary. So thank you so much for all of the gift subs, Mark Rides. Hopefully you enjoyed that. Thank you so much. Oh. Okay. And you know what? I'll do another one for Mark Rides after this too. But let's go back to talking to chat because we just welcome in the Rusty Panda. How's it going? How are you doing? Okay, the Rusty Panda. So my predicament is long story short. Oh, thank you for the claps. The Rusty Panda, Obi-Wan, I'm Uni, Gibson Lens, Ken R1, and Zuljanim. I'm going to TwitchCon. I applied to have TwitchCon content. Too late! And so that was neat. Thanks, Mark Rides. Greatly appreciate it. So I am going to TwitchCon. I applied for TwitchCon content, and basically there was an email that said maybe because they conditionally accepted it. And so, I got that a while ago. Didn't announce anything because I didn't know what the conditions were. And so later, just like a week and a half ago, got an email from Twitch saying, okay, here's what we want to do, or so I think I basically told them a few other things, how the Twitch stream is going to go. So I want to present performing magic on Twitch, and so I need somebody who's going to TwitchCon, preferably who is going to also involved with the Magic Twitch community, and then finally the third. I don't know if it's a requirement, but the third additional thing that would be nice to have, and I don't know if it's a make or break deal. So right now I have 2 speakers, me and my mod Gibson Lens, and the third speaker they would like to be a woman because Gibson Lens and I are both men, and they just wanted to have like diversity amongst the speakers. So my questions are: does that sound like something you would like to be involved in? Could you also do this? And I don't know. So let me know. That's the Rusty Panda says, bruh. Yes. All right. Okay. Whoo. Okay. All right. So the Rusty Panda, I'll have to message you later, but so I'll just probably need. Well, I know the Rusty Panda with 2 A's, and then probably your email address that's linked to Twitch, because that's all that they asked for when I went to give Gibson Lens's thing. So this is going to be so cool. All right. Whew. So yeah, I didn't know who was going to TwitchCon. I didn't know who was available. But all right. So the Rusty Panda, let's talk, and then I can respond appropriately after TwitchCon responds to me. I guess it would be good to know if it was make or break anyway, but we'll see. Thank you kindly for giving the Rusty Panda a shout out. Yeah, if you're not following the Rusty Panda, please give the Rusty Panda a follow, because first of all, if this works out, by the way, the Rusty Panda is like a mod to a bunch of the other Magic streamers on Twitch, and then also has variety streams. So between games, music, interviews. So yeah, please give the Rusty Panda. Will that presentation be recorded and put on YouTube later? I don't know, Mike 2600. So I mean, we'll see. The thing is, I'm not even going to have my normal Twitch setup, and I'm not bringing my laptop, so that's going to be my limitation. This is so freaking cool. All right. So yeah, I'm so excited. All right. Okay, cool. So we have a path forward. Okay, this is, whew. All right. So, all right, the Rusty Panda. I'm gonna get in touch with you on Discord after. Maybe not tonight, but definitely like this week. Maybe tomorrow. Based on last year's TwitchCon, I will likely be up. It would be likely up to us to record it. Oh, Gibson Lens. If you want to record it, that would be great, because I can, yeah. Okay, sweet. So, okay, all right. Sorry, I was just all upset about this because I was like, oh man, I put in a little work, like proposing it, and honestly, I didn't really expect Twitch to accept it, because I'm, like, relatively compared to like every other streamer, I'm tiny. But I'm like slightly different in that I do magic, and it would fit in with the Las Vegas theme. So, all right. Whew. Your book says there couldn't be a better person to be on the panel. Excellent. Books, you're incredible. Thank you for the kind words, all of you. Books, I'd message TwitchCon straight away and tell them you have a third. Okay, all right, sounds good. All right, maybe I'll do that after stream. So, okay. Woo. All right. Okay. All right. You know what? We've been waiting on this Devil's Elevator for a long time, and you know we're going to use Mark Rides as well for this one. So let's see. I want the spades. So now I need to do a trick to like calm myself down a little bit. Or at least I would imagine doing a trick would calm me down. I don't know. Like, my heart is beating and everything is racing in my mind right now. Oh, did you do Scandalous Shuffle? No, I did not. Okay, we'll do that. We get to see the ding command. Yeah, if anybody wants to use the ding command for this trick, this is the trick to do it on. So, or it's not a command, but it's a redeem. It's only for like 100 and something points, though. It's 169 channel points. Okay. All right, here we have the 2, 3, 4, and 7 of spades. Normally I'd use the 5, but mark rides will be the final card in this trick. And then also we have the red 6s and 9s, mostly because it's a trick about hell and the devil, and at certain angles this will look like 666. But anyway, so that's there, and what we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and leave the 3 red 6s and 9s over here, and I'm going to go ahead and lay out all of the other cards over here. So we'll place mark rides right there, and then it would normally be the 5, and you would guess why the 5 would be. So we're going to place the 4 right here, then we're going to place the 3 right here, and then we'll place the 2 right on top there. Now, if I haven't done this trick for you before, you haven't seen it, I have to explain to you that hell is not just a religious place. Hell is a business. And so, as all businesses, they have a maintenance elevator. Now, when you are in hell, you want to get out as fast as possible. And the deeper you go, the harder it is to get out. Unless you find the devil's maintenance elevator. And you get into it and you go up to the top floor, and that's the one closest to the surface, and you'll be able to escape. Now, here's the thing. We just put the 2 right on the top, right? So if I go ahead and I take the 2 and I place it second, so this is now in the second level of hell. First, second, third, fourth, fifth. And here's the thing. That person, I believe that was the 2 of spades, which is signed by Chris M.E. If he gets into the elevator, presses the up elevator button, he'll eventually rise to the top, and then he'll be able to escape hell. So we'll go ahead and press the up elevator button, and you have to wait for the ding. If you're trying to get out too early, you'll be either caught between floors or the devil will catch you. Mark Rides, thank you so much for the ding, and if I show you, the 2 has hopped back up to the top. Now, if I go ahead and I show you that the 3, if we take the 3 and we place it in the 3rd level of hell, first, second, third, fourth, fifth, push that in, close it up, and the 3, they go into the elevator, they press the up elevator button, and they're going to need to get up, and it will take a little bit longer than the 2nd level of hell because it is a little bit deeper, and maybe you got a slow elevator, so but you won't be able to get out until there is a ding, so we'll just wait. Actually, this is a good reminder. If you need to hydrate and you haven't hydrated, please take a hydrate. I'll leave the cards here on screen. I am pulling up my mug. Ken R1, thank you so much for the ding. Ken R1 has saved the 3 of spades. There we are, 3 of spades. Now, some people believe that perhaps some of the cards were mixed in the entire time, but no. These are the same red 6s and 9s that we've been using the whole time. So look, if I go ahead and I place the 4 here in the 4th level of hell, first, second, third, fourth, fifth, and the 4 goes in, closes the doors, presses the up on the elevator button. It'll take a little bit. What happens if the maintenance elevator needs maintenance? You know, that has not really occurred to me, but, you know, hell has so many labor contractors that they'll be able to find somebody to fix the elevator real fast. But that was a good ask, so, all right. Now here's the thing. If you take a peek too early, it's you're not going to see it. Trying to redeem the ding and it's not working. Hold on. Is that strange? That is strange. Whoa! Okay, we did see this happen earlier, but anyway, here's the 4. So I think this is sound alerts, right? So, all right, so we'll do that, and then so some people think that there are more than 4 cards here, like maybe 5 cards or something. But no, these are the same 4 cards that we've been using. No redeem are clickable for me. Wow, that is weird. I've never heard or seen of that before. But thank you for the just knowing that people attempted to click it. All right, well here's the thing. We can't leave mark rides hanging because this would normally be a 5, but we're using mark rides. So Refresh. Yeah. Okay. I won't click on it. Let's see if anybody wants to try and trigger it to see if it'll work, because that's unusual. I've never actually seen. I tried save Mark. All right. All right. We're gonna save Mark. We're gonna save Mark. Here we go. And there we go. And Mark has jumped up to the top and is able to escape. And these were the same old 6s and 9s that we've been using the entire time. Still on cooldown, or again. See, that's weird, because I shouldn't have any cooldown. We've had like the same person do all 4, and I've done it faster than that. Like, I know Charlie's Beats has done all 4 once, for all of them, and I didn't change any settings. So anyway, that, my friends, is The Devil's Elevator starring Mark Rides. Oh, wait. There we go. Okay, there we go. Yeah. No, because I tried to click all redeems. Oh, I wanted to bring all my friends down there with me and have a barbecue party. I mean, to be fair, if there's a real hell, I'm probably going down there. So we can all party together. Anyway, that was The Devil's Elevator. Thank you so much. Yeah, if there's a hell below, we're all gonna go. I mean, I don't want to speak for everybody, but I'm certainly gonna be there, probably. Statistically speaking, I'll be there. Okay, thank you kindly for the claps. The Rusty Panda, Gibson Lens, Ken R1, Jesse Nicole. Thank you so much. Hell yeah, so to speak. Heaven is sounding pretty boring at this point. I mean, Mike2600 said it, not me, so don't be offended. Imagine. Oh, Mike2600, this is a relatively new one. So there was a local magic convention. Local, it was only like an hour away from here. And I went to that convention and I picked up this trick. So, talking heads would agree with that opinion of heaven. Alright, sweet. Okay. Oh, hold on. I don't think I'm properly set up. Let me just double check how this is supposed to go. Yeah, no, this needs to be here, this needs to be here, that needs to be there. My apologies, everybody. Okay, alright, I think I got it. Let me just reset. Okay. Alright, here we go. Let's see. Heaven is, so Gibson listed, heaven is a place where nothing ever happens. I mean, to be fair, like, if nothing bad happens in heaven, I mean, that definition would also fit it. You know, heaven is a place where nothing ever happens. Means nothing bad can happen, right? So, did you apply to go to the after party? I couldn't afford the extra 200 since my husband is coming with me. So I don't know, because you can't get the party pass without actually having a pass already, and I don't know my situation about the badge because of doing this thing, so I will figure that out and I'll let you know. But yeah, if all else fails and you don't get one, I don't get one, then I'll figure out something. There's plenty of stuff to do in Vegas, so got it. Yeah. Okay. All right. So this trick is called Imagine, and it's going to require a lot of imagination. Hopefully you guys have a lot of imagination. So I have some cards here, and I just want you to imagine that what you see printed on them are what you actually are seeing. So I have a few jokers. Here's a joker. 1, 2. That's actually a queen of clubs and another joker. So 3 jokers and a queen of clubs. Now, I do want to let you know that the queen of clubs is red backed and all the jokers are blue backed. So now I just want you to imagine when I count through the cards and I take out the Queen of Clubs, pretend that I'm placing it underneath the table and I'm going to throw it through the table, through the bottom of my mat, and then into my hand. Watch. I don't know if you saw it jump, but look, the Queen of Clubs is going to jump back in there because look. And yeah, the Queen of Clubs is there. Now I just want you to imagine that I'm taking the Queen of Clubs and I'm placing it underneath the table again. And I'm going to go ahead and throw it through the bottom of the table back into my hand. I don't know if you saw it, but look, it's going to actually come back. Right there. I know, right? That's super strange. That's super weird. Look, we'll do it one more time. Bottom of the table. Throw it up. It actually jumps back into the pile. Now, here's the okay, hold on, let me catch up with chat here. Jesse Nicole says, what? Mark Ride says, wow. Jesse Nicole says, stop. And then Mark 2600 says, ha ha, what the hell? This is great. All right, hopefully that was very with glee, because that's how I interpreted it. Mark 2600. Sorry, Mike. Did I say Mark 2600 or Mike 26? All right. Jesse Nicole says, how? Well, no, remember, this isn't really a trick. I'm not actually doing anything. This is all in your imagination. So I just want you to imagine right now that this was not the Queen of Clubs in actuality, because you just thought it was the Queen of Clubs. Let me just show you that that was just part of your imagination. So if I show you the red back card now, there's no Queen of Clubs on it. It was actually blank. But actually, I don't know if you remember, at the beginning of the trick, I also told you that everything that you're seeing through the course of this trick was not actually a trick. It was actually also your imagination. Because none of the jokers were actually here. All of the jokers were also in your imagination. And that, my friends, is Imagine. My name when I ride on the devil's elevator. Oh, nice. Bingo. Ooh, that's great. Yeah, Mike 2600, if you like it. It's a Cameron Francis trick, so you can look into that. If you need some more information. Apparently, who has the rights to it? We saw the guy's table at MagiFest. So I'll tell you later. Books, Brews, and Booze. Yo! Jesse Nicole says, dude! Thank you kindly for the claps. The Rusty Panda, Ken R1, Jesse Nicole, Gibson Lens. That's why I requested it, because his effects are always nice. Yeah, I know. So Cameron Francis has a lot of cool effects. I've learned a few of them, but some of them I rushed through towards the end of my 100 Tricks 100 Days project. So I didn't get them to stick in my head too well. So speaking of which, let me go ahead and, if anybody wants to see 100 tricks in 100 days, I have this playlist where it's all of the videos of my 100 tricks in 100 days. I performed, recorded, and uploaded 100 tricks in 100 days to YouTube. So in real-time days. Check it out if anybody's interested. All right, in the meantime, let me prep for this next trick as requested by Charlie's Beats. Thank you for the request, Charlie. If we haven't given Charlie's Beats a shout out, let's give Charlie's Beats a shout out. If you guys are not following Charlie's Beats, music, games, and also might be in other Twitch streams that you frequent. So, but anyway, oh, hold on. Should I try and use the? Let me see if I can use the. Oh no, this won't work. Okay. Alrighty, glad I stopped by, but I am most definitely going to bed. Alright, the Rusty Panda, thank you so much for stopping by and discussing with me, and yeah, I'll contact you about the interactive workshop, and we'll go from there. So thank you so much. Have a great night. Okay. I don't know why I'm shuffling. I need to, let's see here. Let me hope I remember how to do this, because I don't know if I remember all of the steps here. Okay. Okay. All right. Perfect. Can't wait. Awesome. Me too. Well, don't ask me because I sure don't know. Oh, yeah. Sorry. I mean, these are just hypothetical questions. Okay. All right. So, what we have here is I'm going to make a prediction. And so I'm going to place a card here. And then we're going to try and match that prediction. So if I just go through the deck until I feel like a card might be the correct card. Maybe this one. This one seems good. So what we are going to do is, let me see. So I have to try and, so I'm not going to show anybody this card, but I need to try and find 3 other cards that will match that. So whether they match in number or suit or anything like that. So I'm going to go ahead and go through the deck and let's do the first prediction. So here's the first one. Ace of Hearts. Okay, so if that's the Ace of Hearts, we're going to leave that right there. Okay, let's find another one. And this one is going to be the Ace of Clubs. Ah, so before it could have been a heart, it could have been an ace. But now we have 2 aces. So if that was the Ace of Hearts, this is the Ace of Clubs. And then what we're going to do is try and find the third one that'll hopefully match. And it might have to be the Ace of Diamonds. And so look, if this is the Ace of Hearts, the Ace of Clubs, and the Ace of Diamonds, what should the prediction be to match, to make that all work out? Any guesses? Charlie's Beats has got some emotes right there. He's got the eye. The Ace of Spades! Did you just say the 8 of Spades? Okay, because I heard the 8 of Spades. Okay, so that's the 8 of Spades. Mike 2600, I don't know if you enunciated your text correctly, because I heard 8 of Spades, so I flipped it over and it was the 8 of Spades instead of the ace. Mike 2600, why'd you go sabotage me like that? Magician to magician. Come on, man. Thought we were friends. You know what? Look, okay, it's fine. I have a deck sock. Okay, not everybody has a deck sock. Okay, the deck sock should hopefully save me here. All right, deck sock. How do I recover from this? Just tap you on all the... Okay, all right. The deck sock has told me to tap it on all of the cards. So in order for this prediction to be correct, it would have had to match all of these other cards. But we know that they're not going to match the aces. Well, it looks like these are eights. Eight of hearts, the 8 of clubs, and the 8 of diamonds. So I guess the prediction was correct. Excelente! Thank you so much, Deck Sock. Thank you so much. Greatly appreciate it. All right. Ken R1 says, LOL! Charlie's Beats has the eyes and the danger Will Robinson. Mike 2600 says victory. Yes. Jesse Nicole enjoying with the new lol. Excellent. Thank you kindly for the claps. Charlie's Beats, Jesse Nicole, Ken R1. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. And that was matching the cards. Thank you so much for the request, Charlie's Beats. And thank you kindly for the claps, Gibson Lens. Okay. All right. Whew. Oh my god, Ken R1, thank you so much for the bits. I greatly appreciate it. Let's see. So yeah, the trick queue is open if anybody would like to request anything. So let's see. In the intro, oh, I'm so sorry. I forgot to do the. You know what? We're gonna do the scandalous shuffle. I forgot who requested it, but we can give the points back, but I'll still do the shuffle. And I remember seeing large. So what we're gonna do is I will just do large, and we're gonna do big large. So it was Lennon. Oh, and Lennon's gone to bed. So an anonymous gifter just gifted one sub. An anonymous gifter, thank you so much for the gift to Ryan B44. Thank you so much, anonymous gifter. Greatly appreciate it. Ryan B, you got a sub. You can enjoy the emotes. So the deck sock, the new lol, the cards that say love and hi, and then in my face that says glorious. So. Alright, I do see the new request, so we'll get to that after I perform the Scandalous Shuffle. So these cards are the big box. These are the comically large cards, and we're going to shuffle them. Oh, I probably should use a different color just to be absolutely sure. So this is the next size. So this is normally what I would say the big cards are. This is what a normal card looks like. This is the size of a normal card. This is a parlor-sized deck of cards, so it's slightly bigger than a normal card. So it's not even quite twice the size because it's like this much bigger. So this is big already. This deck is, let me see, does it fit precisely 4 of these cards? It's not precise. They overlap a little bit. So it's almost the size of four of these cards. So this is on par with the level of ridiculosity that this shuffle. Yeah, huge deck. That's right. Oh man, I don't even know which hand. So I think I'm better with my right. So maybe have the super jumbo. Okay, this is a scandalous shuffle redeem. Are you using PIM particles for this trick? No PIM particles. If I had PIM particles, you know I would save them for something else. Wait. No. Checking the gaff meter is here. Pimp articles? All right. You're welcome to spray Mike 2600. Okay. All right. Here we are. Checking the gaff meter. Please look away. And just in time. Yeah, literally, like, so. Yeah, I'll have to clip this so that Lennon can see it later. Here we go. So, big deck and gigantic deck being shuffled into each other. And I'm going to go ahead and finish the riffle. I don't think I'm going to try and bridge this because it... Wait. Oh, okay, that was like the worst bridge ever. Okay, so, look, if you take a look, it's very thick right here. And then it is, yeah, they're not like sitting very well. So we have done a scandalous shuffle of these cards. All right, now I need to try and separate them. Oh, okay, that was a heck of a lot easier than some of the other cards. Wait, did I get them all? Holy crap. Oh, that wasn't that bad. If they all fell out that easily. Man, we could even do that again. OMG, valiant effort, haha. Right, card history. All right, here we go. Second time, just to be sure. If you, oh my god, that was so horrible. I guess I'm a little bit overconfident now. So let's. Yeah, you have to control them just right because these cards are not. Oh, I missed one. There was actually one already still in the big pile. Ugh. Okay, that one was more of a struggle. Okay, here we go. Okay, once again. There we go. If anybody said that I didn't do, this was a lot worse riffle. So, okay, now let's see if they fall out just as easily. And I'll have to double check this because okay, all right. Well, I see Charlie's Beats has requested 4 burglars. I actually think there's a chance this will work. I'm going to attempt the 4 burglars now that I have the Jumbo Giganto deck out. I'm just double checking to make sure that all those cards are gone. Okay. Alright. Okay, these are... Oh, these have been shuffled, so these are not in any specific order. I'm going to attempt something that nobody... I assume nobody. I mean, maybe people have tried this, but I have not seen anybody attempt this. A magic trick with these jumbo cards. Definitely not this one. So, these can't even fit on camera if I pick them up like this. This is nuts. This is certainly insanity. Okay, alright. So, alright, I just want to... See, these don't even glide that well, relatively, compared to everything. But, anyway. Okay, alright, first things first. We have our 4... Oh my god, I can't... The 4 jacks. The 4 jacks are going to be our bank robbers. So they are the burglars in this case. And, so... What we're going to do is start over. Okay. Yeah, man, this is going to be tough. I don't even know. Alright, if anybody happens to see this trick and they're just coming in for the first time, I'm using ludicrously jumbo cards, so this is just not fair. Okay, alright. Here we go. So, we have the 4 jokers, and the 4 jokers are going to be our bank robbers. Oh, actually, maybe if I hold the cards like this, it would be a little bit easier. Okay, so, okay. Our first one is going to be the Jack of Hearts. The next one is the Jack of Spades. Third one is the Jack of Diamonds. And our ringleader for this particular one is going to be the Jack of Clubs. Now, the Jack of Clubs is the leader, and is going to tell all of the other jacks to go and invade the rest of the deck. So, the rest of the deck is going to be the bank. So, this jack will say, alright, first one, go and rob the cash registers. Here we are. They're going to run and go grab things in the cash registers, near the bottom. This one's going to go run and rob the vault. So that'll be somewhere in the middle of the bank. And then this third one is going to try and steal money from the cash registers, which is going to be like, right there. Okay, and so those jacks will now go and do all of their tasks in the bank to try and take everything that the bank has. Now, this Jack of Clubs is going to be the lookout. They're going to be on the roof. But on the roof, they peek out just for a second. Right there. And the Jack of Clubs happens to see that there are cops coming. Not just cops, but the cops, the FBI, the CIA, literally everybody. And they had already come up with a plan, should this happen, that they're going to all run up to the roof. And they are indeed all on the roof. And they're going to escape in their helicopter. Sorry, it's a bigger helicopter, so it's going to be slower than our usual. There we go. And that, my friends, is the 4 burglars with comically gigantic cards. Oh yeah, and if anybody wanted to check, this is legit. You can see that there's no other jack. I mean, you can't see because I can't spread it effectively, but just trust me, there's no other jacks in the deck. So I did this legit. It's fine. Also, getting extras of cards like this is expensive. So Galloway says Michael Bay slow motion. Yes, that's right. I mean, so here's the thing. A lot of people give Michael Bay a lot of flack, and to be fair, like, his movies are pretty visual and it's eye candy, right? So if you're expecting like, deep, amazing character development movies, but I mean, they are entertaining as hell and they're very fun to watch, but I feel like he gets a lot of unfair flack. That's not to say that I love all of his work or anything, but anyway. All right, so that was a free Giganto redeem. It actually happened to be so fortuitous. So normally I don't think I would risk trying to do tricks with this, but that one I think is doable with these. So I was like, let me try it. Now oil and water. All right, we're not going to do it with these jumbo giganto cards, but I can do it with the other slightly big cards. We'll do that. Thank you kindly for the claps. Charlie's Beats, Obi-Wan. And let me go ahead and eat this heat map. Delicious. Okay. Oh, actually, since this is just oil and water, which, by the way, I kind of wanted to practice oil and water, so this is good. So I'm just gonna need some face cards and some. Oh, I don't even know when that was from. Okay, so this trick. Oh, here we'll have the deck sock just sit partially off camera so people can enjoy if they would like. So we have 4 red face cards and then 4 black spot cards. And you would never mix these up with this, right, at a quick glance. So that's the idea. So I'm going to go ahead and turn all of the red face cards face down. And we're going to go ahead and grab all of the black spot cards. Now here's the thing. If I have to introduce, I guess I don't have to. I could just do the trick. But thematically, I'm supposed to tell you that the black cards and the red cards don't mix like oil and water. So we're going to go ahead and intermix them, and I'll show you how easy it is for them to unmix. So look, if I have a black card and a red card, right? So black, red, okay, and we'll do that again. Here, black card and a red card. Black, red, okay, black, red, black, and red. Fair? Okay, if we just close that up and we just give it a second. Books, Brews, and Booze says, "All right, my darlings, it's bedtime here too. Thank you for the magic, and I'm so glad Rusty Panda can help with TwitchCon. Yeah, I'm glad too. So thank you so much for stopping in, Books. Greatly appreciate it. Have a great night." So we're going to take a peek at the bottom. We have black cards, and we take a look at the top card. That's red cards. Now, I don't know if you knew, but that's all the time that it took for all of the red cards to come up to the top of the packet, because all of the black face cards have gone down to the bottom. I know you were not ready to see that, and maybe that was not very impressive. So let me go ahead and do that again. So look, 4 red face cards, and we have the black spot cards. Now the thing is, I started with the black spot cards last time and they sunk down to the bottom. So maybe we don't do that this time. Let me go ahead and start with a red face card. So red, black, red, black, and we'll speed this up. Red, black, red, black. And we'll just give it a second. And they will separate. Ha-ha! Joke's on you, because I've just manually separated them by hand. And I could just end it right there as a comedy routine. But no, it would be way more impressive if I just go ahead and show you. So last time, the black cards sunk down to the bottom and the red cards came up to the top. But we started with a red card this time. So let me just show you here. That's a black card. Red card. Black. Red. Black. Red. Black. And red. And that, my friends, is oil and water with big cards. Not quite jumbo, but anyway, Mike 2600, thank you so much for the request. Hopefully you enjoyed. I just realized the deck sock didn't have to do anything. The deck sock just watched right at the corner that time. Okay. Let's see. It's almost 12:30. I think I've been streaming, and it is a regular weeknight. I did not take tomorrow off like I did last week for the celebration, so I'm probably going to be. I'm probably looking to end soon, so let's just do last call while I do Mark Rides'. Oh, hold on. Last call. While I do Mark Rides' vampire card trick request. And so whatever tricks we get in, and then also I will add a finale trick if we don't get one that I want to do. Unfortunately, I can't use any of the big cards for this because I need cards that are, if you've seen this trick before, you'll know why. I need some cards that fit a very specific situation. Oh yeah, I have an appointment in 8 hours. I should probably go soon. I should go pretty soon. All right, Jesse Nicole. Yeah, I mean, don't let me hold you up. You do what you need to do. And but the VOD will be up, and also all my VODs end up getting to YouTube at some point. So, you won't miss anything. Actually, that's a lie. Last stream, I ended up editing out a little bit. So if you watch a live one and I mess up real bad, you might see it live. But for YouTube, I might edit it out. I don't normally edit them, but I was just like, okay. So last week I edited out, I think it was like 40 seconds. So, all right. So this is and last week I had a hype train, and the hype train music gets triggered by YouTube like copyright. So I'm like, well, this is like a 4-hour stream. All right, I'm just gonna mute it. But I am clipping it separately. So I clipped it separately on Twitch, so people can still watch the hype train with audio if they want. Anyway, so this is the vampire card trick. So what? Oh, let me go ahead and eat these heat maps. Hold on, is it gonna be easier if I eat them up here? Okay. All right, I'm not gonna be able to get the one in chat, so there we go. Delicious. Okay. Here we are. Thank you for grabbing that eat. All right, so we have 4 cards. We've got the Ace of Hearts, the 2 of Hearts, the 3 of Hearts, and the King of Spades. The King of Spades is going to represent our vampire. And each night, the vampire wants to feast. And so the Ace, 2, and the 3 are going to denote the order in which they will be feasted upon. So in this case, the Ace of Hearts will be the first victim. And so, if I show you now, that was as quick as vampires need to take care of a victim. So here's the third victim is still here. The second victim is still here. And here's our vampire. But look, the ace is nowhere to be seen. Actually, all of the blood has been sucked out of them. Not just from the front, but also on the back. So like, yeah, the blood has been completely sucked out of the ace. Okay, so we have the 2, the second victim, and the 3, and of course our vampire. And the vampire will go to the main course. The main course will be the second victim. And so here's our third victim, of course. And here's our vampire. But our second victim has had the blood completely sucked out of them. Both front and the back. I know. Strange, right? Vampires are a little crazy. Especially if you've seen True Blood. A little crazy. And here's our third victim, whom is going to be dessert. And vampires work quick because the blood has been completely sucked out of our third victim. Now, here's the thing. This vampire lives in a modern day society. So we have internet, we have pictures. People are going to find out that those 3 victims have kind of disappeared just kind of overnight. And they'll see the remains. People are going to investigate. We now have cameras and video and maybe AI picking up all the evidence. So they're going to know. So this vampire is going to want to get out of Dodge real fast. And so it knows how to disappear. It will turn into a bat and fly away. And that, my friend, is the vampire card trick. Thank you so much for the request, Mark Rides. Hopefully you enjoyed that. And once again, thank you so much for all the support you gave today, Mark Rides. That was insane. Thank you. Ryan B44 says, cool. COD TC says, hello. Jesse Nicole, thank you kindly for the claps. Thank you kindly for the claps. Ryan B44. Thank you kindly for the claps. Obi-Wan. So yeah, now that I've shown the trick, yeah, I can't do this with the other decks because I would need blank cards. So, thank you kindly for the claps. Ken R1. Whoa. Did my song list just disappear? Sorry, my trick list? It was right here. I saw something blip on the screen and it didn't register until just now. I didn't do anything. Let me refresh. I don't know what happened. It just, yeah. You're welcome, Mark Rides. Okay, all right. Let's see. If anybody would like to request anything, you've got a few seconds while I decide what I want to request for the last trick. Let's see. I already did Imagine. That's kind of like a newish one. Let me see here. You know what? I want to do this one, regardless. So maybe 2 more tricks for sure. And then I haven't done this one in a while. So we're going to be doing... Oh, did I add it? Oh, okay. So it's going to be a magician's choice, right? Yeah, okay. Okay, so we'll do that. And then one of the other card tricks that I've done that I haven't done in a bit, it used to be a closer that I would close with most of the time. One of the two. But let's go ahead and do that. Can you pull out a normal deck and cut it twice and show the cards? I mean, yes? Do you want me to shuffle first? Yeah, hold on. Okay, so we'll shuffle first. Okay, pulling out a normal deck. Cut it twice. So 1 and 2, and then I assume the 2 cards that I cut at would be these. Wow, there are 2 black queens. Amazing. I would love to say that I planned that, but I didn't. So yeah, the 2 black queens. There we are. And yeah, they're not in any specific order. I assure you this is a legit deck. There's no weird shenanigans. I would say just luck, but there is potentially a reason why I could, but I don't want to share it because so after certain types of wear on cards, some of them might, so like you guys have seen that I use like certain cards for certain tricks over and over again, and so some of those cards will have similar wear. So like that's kind of yeah. Face cards are 10. Yeah, yeah. Usually if you're playing a card game. Oh my God, Mark Rides! Whoa, what is going on, Mark Rides? Thank you so much for the 20. Give subs again! Oh my God. Mark Rides, thank you so much. Oh my God. This is too much, Mark Rides. Thank you for the gift subs to Dream, and I think that is, I can't read the Chinese. Doug Cube, Neko Ninja, Victor Sor, Zuljanim. Zuljanim's in chat, or was in chat. I don't know if Zuljanim's still here. Lamasaki, the Rusty Panda. Pimp, Charlie's Beats. Charlie's Beats, thank you so much for the 1 gifted. Ragnar the Terrible. Lemis Stith, Augustin, Lily Meraki, Chipperdoodle, Beastman 617, COD TC, got a gift sub. The Feisty One, Silver Phantom, Loonworks, Wasabi 111, and Charlie's Beats hit Debo Guard. Thank you so much, Mark Rides and Charlie's Beats so much for all of the support. Oh my God, this is crazy. This is insanity. Hey Chipper. Hey Chip, welcome in. How's it going? Yeah, I had no idea what you were asking for, and I was like, okay. I mean, I'm just gonna cut, and I'll just show. I was like, I don't know what any of them mean, but okay. Oh my God, thank you so much, Mark Rides. Okay, so this next trick I've done on stream once. I think I've done it once. But it's called you can't choose the 4 of hearts. And I'll even show you. So I'll keep these packets of cards sometimes just in a little packet, and they're well labeled. So this one is called you can't choose the 4 of hearts. And I don't know if I put this on the trick list, but you know, I think it's easy enough to do. I probably won't forget how to do it. But anyway, I have 4 cards here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I just want you guys to try and choose the 4 of hearts. So first things first, here's the 4 of hearts. I'm going to go ahead and place it right here. Now, I'm going to show you the next card. This card, also the 4 of hearts. And I'll just place it right there. This card, also the 4 of hearts. And we're going to go ahead and place that right there. And then this last one, surprisingly, is going to be the 4 of hearts. Now, all of these are the 4 of hearts, right? And so here's the thing. I just want you to select the 4 of hearts. Which card do you believe is the 4 of hearts? So if anybody wants to guess a number, or if you want to click on the screen because I have heat map enabled, feel free to guess where the 4 of hearts is. Hint, I gave you the name of the trick. You can't choose the 4 of hearts. I don't know if that was a secret, but anyway. So, and if not, somebody just give me a random sequence of 1 through 4 numbers, and we'll just investigate to see if you could have chosen the 4 of hearts. So, all right, okay, all right. I'll just go 1, 2, 3, 4. So if you selected 1, you would not be correct because that is actually the Jack of Spades. If you selected the 2, you would not have been correct because it's actually the 7 of clubs. And actually, here, if you had selected number 3, we had 2 people on 3, and then they split 1 on 4. Okay, and then that's actually a joker. So therefore, if you had selected the 4, you would have not been correct because that is the King of Diamonds. And actually, that is why you can't choose the 4 of hearts. So, and that, my friends, is you can't choose the 4 of hearts. I marked it on the heat map. So hold on, wait. Mark Rides, did you this in the pocket right here? Because I think if I hold on, let me just take a look. Yeah. Mark Rides, did you point at the pocket? Because I think you maybe wait, the heat map on the pocket. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, you're right. Everybody, Mark Rides got it right. Mark Rides beat the trick. Thank you kindly, Mark Rides. You defeated the trick. You were so right. Jesse Nicole says, "Woo!" And that one, my friends, was you can't choose the 4 of hearts. Unless, I guess, you're Mark Rides. In which case, then maybe you can choose the 4 of hearts. All right, my friends. And now we come to the end of the stream. I have 1 trick left, which is our finale. With the caveat, as always, if I mess it up, I'm not ending stream on a mess up trick. So, but if I do it right, then yeah, it'll be the last trick. But thank you so much to everybody who tuned in today. Thank you so much who helped me chat through my TwitchCon help, because without that, there might have been less hope than there is now. So thank you so much for everybody who came in. And thank you so much to everybody who interacted with the stream. Thank you so much. If you requested a trick, if you clicked on the heat map, if you gave me a suit or a number. Jesse Nicole says, "This has been so great. So glad I made it in." Thank you so much for jumping in, Jesse Nicole. Greatly appreciate it. Galloway says, "GG." Thank you so much to the lurkers, because as I say, even if nobody was here, I would just be fiddling with cards. I mean, I know how all the tricks are done. The magic happens in your mind. COD-TC that says, "Nice trick." Thank you kindly, COD-TC. Mark Wright says, "Hopefully you get it right, because caveat or not, it is a work night." Yeah, it is a work night. I do have to get up tomorrow to go to work. And full disclosure, I have been having some challenging times at work, so it's probably best if I fully focus at work. But that's neither here nor there. So anyway, thank you so much to everybody who supported the stream. Thank you kindly for the bits and the gift subs. Tammy Makes Things, and of course Mark Rides. Thank you so much for the 41 gift subs. Kenar1 for the bits. Anonymous for the gifts. Mark Rides again for the gift subs. And thank you so much, Charlie's Beats, for the gift sub as well. Thank you guys so much. I greatly appreciate it. Yeah. Yeah, hopefully I get it right. So this is a trick called Dazed, and I used to love closing with it, and so I think I should hopefully do it okay. That's, yeah. So for everybody's sake who is going to work tomorrow, I better get this right. So, and of course, thank you so much. Let's show some mod love to my mod Gibson Lens. If you guys are not following Gibson Lens, please give Gibson Lens a follow. Gibson Lens plays piano, usually reads from songbooks, plays a bunch of songs from his song list, may include VGM, esoteric music, popular music, Disney music, Phantom of the Opera, but also a lot of his own originals. So yeah, let's give some love to our mod Gibson Lens. And you'll occasionally see me over there because I also mod for Gibson Lens. So anyway, other than that, so next week, presumably, if nothing happens, hopefully I will have an update for the TwitchCon stuff. But thank you to everybody who helps me talk through all of that. So there we go. Okay. All right. So now we have Dazed. I have a packet of cards here. So I have a 6 of diamonds. We have a Queen of Clubs. And I have this packet of 4 other cards. Now they all look normal on this side, but if I flip them over, you're going to think there's something weird because they're double-backed. They're actually double-backed except for this one card. This one is blank. Okay, so here's the thing. With these double-backed cards, I'm not sure what we can do with them, but I know that they have this strange property. If I actually take them and hover them over one of these cards, let's say the 6 of diamonds, it doesn't just reflect it. Actually, all of the cards in the packet will become 6 of diamonds. I know. Is that strange? It's super weird, right? And now if we do a similar thing with the Queen of Clubs, if I go ahead and I hold the packet and I just hover it over the Queen of Clubs, some people will say, oh look, the Queen of Clubs melts through the pack and comes up to the top. No, no, no. We know what's going to happen. All of the cards in the pack will change to Queen of Clubs. I know, that's super strange and bizarre, right? And now, even though we saw that there were 6 of diamonds and Queen of Clubs, we have this strange card. This is a blank card. So if I go ahead and you'll see it kind of like at the very last second. if I just place the blank card on top of the deck, actually all of the cards now become blank. I know, is that weird? That's super strange. Now some people want to see the backs at this point, and I can show you all of the backs are just normal backs. And that, my friends, is Dazed. Oh, I forgot to do my normal disclaimer. Yes, I have not signed any deals with the devil. I don't practice black magic. I still have my soul, as far as I know. I guess plausible deniability on the soul thing. But I don't practice sorcery. Everything that you see on stream is sleight of hand card magic. So, yeah, that is Dazed. Anyway, thank you so much to everybody for coming by. And I can sleep a little bit easier tonight because I was totally concerned about the TwitchCon thing. So thanks for helping. Thank you kindly for the claps. Gibson Lens, Ken R1, Jesse Nicole, and Mark Rides. Thanks for the thanks. You're welcome, and thank you for all the support today, Mark Rides. Obi-Wan, it's just advanced tech that is indistinguishable from magic. Most certainly. There is some explanation. And thank you kindly for the claps, Obi-Wan. Jesse Nicole, so glad that you got TwitchCon figured out. Yes. For Loris, welcome in, and I'm sorry we are wrapping up. But thank you for stopping by. As always, the VOD will be up. And if anybody wants more magic, I have a ton of stuff on YouTube. Thanks for the fun magic tonight. Oh my god, yeah. I'll just sum everything up for you, for Loris. So, needed help with Twitch. Ken R1, thank you so much for the 300 bits. Oh my god, Ken R1. That means you've donated more than 500 bits today. And Ken R1, have you signed the Twitch deck? I'm not sure if you have. Would you like to sign the Twitch deck? Because that's 500 bits. You at least 600. I think you did 600 bits today, right? So, Ken R1, yeah, let me know if you would like to sign. No, you haven't. Okay, all right. Let me see what cards haven't been signed. Please, I would feel bad if you did not sign one. So let's see what's open. We've got a bunch of these open here. So I would say about a little less than half of the deck has been signed. Sorry. A little bit more than half of the deck has been signed. A little bit less than half has not been signed. So, if you see a card that you like that you want to sign, you let me know. We'll put Ken R1 in there, and I assume that's only 1 underscore. Yes, because I know what 1 underscore looks like. Okay. All right. So these are the ones that have not been signed. How about the 8 of diamonds? You got it. 8 of diamonds. So we'll go ahead and sign Ken underscore R1 right across the middle, right here. Ken underscore R1. Okay, there we are. So, let's see. You know what? Let's do a credits roll, actually, because I know that we have, let me see here, 5. So, Ken R1, thank you so much for the bits. Charlie's Beats, gift sub. Mark Rides, tons of gift bombs today. Thank you so much. Neat. Yeah, so Ken R1, if you request a trick and I can use your card, I'm going to try and do it. So, just in the future, just request a trick. We'll see if we can use your card. Let me see. Did the other people who supported today, did they sign a card before? I don't think they've signed before. Okay, yeah. So, yep. All right, cool. So thank you so much to everybody. Okay. All right, so now I'll leave that on screen while I look for somebody to raid. So normally I like to raid musicians because there's that shared live performance aspect of magic and music, and also a lot of my Twitch friends are musicians. It's tough to have magicians because I actually try not to stream while the other magicians are streaming, so that the people who are shared communities don't overlap. Oh my God, is Zul'Junim streaming? Hold on, let me get past the ad. We may have somebody to raid. Because yeah, Zul'Junim was in this early. I know, because what time is it over there? I don't. So Zul'Junim is if you weren't here earlier for the shout out for Zul'Junim, Zul'Junim is a pianist and lives in Korea. So it is a drastically different time over there than it is over here. But I don't normally get to raid Zul'Junim, so we are probably going to go over there. Oh my God, just streaming for 18 minutes. So yeah, okay. So yeah, 1:45 p.m. in Korea. All right, cool. All right, so that's where we'll go. Everybody, if you would like to copy a raid call, please feel free if you would like to come along in the raid. And I can get this last heat map here. Delicious. And oh yeah, no, yeah, Gibson Lens has the raiding command for raiding. Let me get Zul'Junim's here. So, all right, we'll be raiding Zul'Junim, and let me just start the raid. I probably should have started that first. Okay. So anyway, that is this stream. So thank you so much, everybody, for coming in and supporting and hanging out, and requesting tricks, and honestly, like, helping me keep my magic skills. I did tell a magician friend that it's nice to have like something weekly that keeps me practicing my skills. So at a moment's notice, I'll be ready to perform, because I always carry a deck of cards around with me. Oh crap, I should also copy my own raid call, because I've been horrible about doing that sometimes. Okay, alright. I've now copied. Alright, so thank you so much. Hopefully I get some TwitchCon stuff communicated, and then next week maybe I'll have an update, and we'll see. And of course, if I end up having a good thing for TwitchCon, I'll be announcing it pretty much every stream between now and TwitchCon. So have a great night. I'm on the East Coast too, work around 10 a.m. going to raid and sleep. All right, yeah, Mark rides. I'm also going to be heading out after this. So everybody, take care. You guys have a glorious evening or day, depending on where you are. So take care, and we'll see you around. Bye.